In this video, we're going to give you the secret for mastering your songs made with Suno and getting them ready for release. Here's a quick before and after to see what we're going for. You may be thinking that tracks generated in Suno already sound release ready because they're loud with very punchy drums and bass, polished synths, and a general cohesiveness in the mix. However, in reality, there are numerous issues that prevent Suno songs from being classified as instantly release ready. Firstly, there's an artificial aspect to the high frequencies that makes some elements sound harsh or metallic. This is sometimes referred to as the Suno sheen. Secondly, the internal compression used makes everything less dynamic and ends up removing energy even though everything does sound louder. Thirdly, mid-range instruments like keyboards, guitars, synths, and even vocals can have a lot of build-up and sound muddy or boxy with no proper ambience. We're going to look at two ways to get around all of this, both using our mixing and mastering platform, AutoMix. AutoMix allows you to finalize your track either directly via mastering or at the stem level via intelligent stem mixing. Let's first take a look at mastering a ready single-file Suno song. The process for this would be exporting your song as a WAV file from your Suno library and importing it into a new project in AutoMix. In AutoMix, we'll hit Create Project, select Mastering, and then select the genre. Electronic should work great for this one. Now we'll drag our song here in the Mixes tab and then click Master. You get to choose between 3 different mastering types, and you can even upload a reference track that you want your track to sound similar to. We'll go with Optimal and hit Master. Now when it's finished, you can toggle between the mastered and unmastered version of your track. It's easy to hear that the mastered version is louder, more powerful, and has added an incredible ambience. If you're listening on headphones or studio monitors, everything will feel wider and much more natural, especially the piano here. AutoMix even generates a link for you to easily share the master with your friends or colleagues. Downloading your track is easy, and the folder automatically gives you WAV, FLAC, and MP3 files. You can also go back to the Mixes tab and try to master again using the different algorithms or a reference track. Using only mastering is the easy way to do things, but sometimes you may be working with stems instead of a full song, which require mixing before mastering. Back in Suno, I have a studio project going with the stems of the same song we were working with before. Because the stems were extracted using Suno's internal stem separation algorithm, they have some imperfections, and they're also much quieter compared to the single-file Suno song version. This is exactly why mixing them in AutoMix will be crucial in bringing them to a releasable standard. First, we'll export the stems from the Suno Studio project by hitting Export, Multitrack. And then we'll drag them into AutoMix. We'll again create a new project in AutoMix, this time selecting mixing and mastering, and again going for the electronic genre. Note that different genres yield very different results, so it's worth experimenting with different ones for sure. Now we'll drag in the stems and use the Detect Instruments feature for AutoMix to assign a category to each of these. You can edit these if anything looks incorrect. There are very simple controls here to set before creating a preview mix. The first is importance, which determines how upfront each part will be. I'll set the drums the highest because it's an electronic track. Everything else can be medium and the effects can be low. If you leave panning undecided, AutoMix implements panning for you and it does a great job. There's also a reverb option if you want AutoMix to add some ambience, but we won't use that for now. After this is all set, you hit Create Preview and a demo mix will be generated. We can toggle this on and off to hear the differences. The fine-tune panel here is perfect for making slight changes to the volume of parts if anything sounds too loud or too quiet for your liking. We'll maybe add a bit more volume to the keys and hit Finalize Mix to generate the full mix. Comparing the unmixed and mixed versions, you can again hear a big difference in wideness, punch, and overall energy. And this is all even before mastering. Now to master this mix, we'll hit Master, select one of the mastering types, and let Automix work its magic. Let's take a listen. Now let's download this master and bring it into our Suno Studio session to compare the pre-mixed stem version with our new mastered version. As you can hear, a lot of the audio imperfections have been dealt with during the mixing process, and because of the mastering, the song now has a release-ready loudness. Be sure to try Automix for free by heading to automix.roexaudio.com, and you'll get 1 free mix download credit and 1 free master download credit as well. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments and we'll get right back to you. See you soon.